We are looking at how to pronounce these words as well
as how to say more
interesting but
often confusing words and
names of chemical elements.
So make sure to stay to the channel.
How do you say it? Lead. Lead.
How do you set about doing that? To remove from the air? Well, one could remove lead from petrol. Would it be possible to say, for instance, if lead-free gasoline was introduced tomorrow and no more lead was ever added, that half the environmental lead would disappear? It would take a little time. One would have a purging process going on. Rain and wind would slowly remove lead from cities. Now, I don't know how long that would take, but I think once the levels of lead in dust in cities had been reduced by these processes, the blood leads of children would fall significantly by something of the order of 30 to 40% at least.
3 years ago, America took the initiative in curbing atmospheric pollution by requiring all new cars to run on lead-free petrol. Before 1975, 28,000 tons of lead a year entered the atmosphere by car exhaust. Now that figure has been cut by almost 50%, and last month, the American Environmental Protection Agency tightened its permitted levels of atmospheric lead to half those currently acceptable in Britain and Europe. Oil technologist Ted DePalma.
I personally believe that lead should be removed primarily because it's not good for me and my lungs. You know, whether you're a man or a woman, tall, short, fat, skinny, whatever, we all breathe the same way. And if it's toxic, I don't want it.
Would it be an impossible task to physically modify the refineries so that they could go to 100% non-leaded gas?
No, it is not physically impossible, but what we must remember is there is no such thing as a normal refinery, just as there is no normal fingerprint. They're all different, you see. And there are some refineries that would be easier to upgrade than others. So it is not physically impossible. It's simply a matter of time and capital.
If your oil companies were prepared to spend that capital, what kind of benefits would there be for the motorist?
We know it's been documented that spark plug life is increased by a factor of 2 or 3. This is money in our pockets. Following that, coming on down through the combustion chamber, we have looked at and documented by others that piston wear, connecting rod bearing wear, chain bearing wear, and so on, is all reduced significantly, as well as combustion chamber deposits. So that in the long run, if the engine lasts longer, it's money in our pockets. And then finally, looking at the exhaust piping, there's no question that the exhaust pipe, the engine pipe, the muffler, tailpipe, the life of those are all increased again by a factor of 2 or 3. So this is real money in our pockets.
research lives on the camouflage in its submarines.